ठाकुर शिला प्रभुपाद की, अनंत गौरी वैष्णव वृंद की, गुरु पूजा की जय। गौर प्रेम नंदे जय हो।
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Jai Ho.
Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
सभी बोलो हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Ram
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare
Oh Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare
Oh Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare
Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare
Oh
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare
Oh
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare
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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Oh Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Oh Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Jaya Radhe Shyam Jaya Radhe Shyam Radhe Shyam Jaya Radhe Shyam
Radhe Shyam Jai Radhe Shyam
Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram.
Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram.
Jaya Gaura Nithai, Gaura Nithai, Gaura Nithai, Gaura Nithai.
Jaya Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada,
Prabhupada, Prabhupada.
Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Gurudev.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Nithai Gaura Hari Bol,
Nithago,
Hari Bol,
Nithago.
Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol.
Nithago, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nithago, Hari Bol.
Nithai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol.
Nithago, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nithago, Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Nithai Go, Nithai Go, Nithai Go, Nithai Go.
Nithago, Nithago.
Jai Jai Shri Radhe Shyam.
So warm welcome to everyone. Welcome. So it's nice to see you all. And Sunday we look forward to it with all the kirtans and classes. And today's special class. Last week was about Nityanand Prabhu because we have Panch Tattva. And this Thursday is Advaita Acharya's appearance day. So I've asked Guru Sevak Prabhu to give us the glories of Advaita Acharya. It's best to know the Panch Tattva personalities because they came 500 years ago, especially to stop the influence of Kali Yuga happening on us, the devotees. Otherwise, Kali Yuga carries on. You know, this is the age of quarrel and hypocrisy, and we've seen a lot of quarrels, you know, nationally, internationally, even domestic, even in homes and things. Because that's a symptom of Kali Yuga. But if you take to Krishna consciousness, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityanand Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, Gadadhar, Srivas, they will protect you from these influences. It's as if it's raining and then way to protect yourself is have an umbrella. It doesn't stop the rain, but it doesn't fall on you. So that's the idea, you know, and those who will not come under the umbrella will get wet, and that rain is very, very contaminating. And then you wonder why your life is the way it is. You must take to Krishna consciousness. And Srila Prabhupada, our glorious Acharya, he went all the way to America, influenced the Americans, and when Americans start something, everybody follows. So he did, and now Bharat temples in ISKCON, they're doing wonderful preaching. And Mr. Modi, he spoke at a convention recently, Bhaktisiddhanta's 150th anniversary. And Narendra Modi knows quite a lot. I think wherever he goes, he knows the depth. He spoke for an hour and a bit. And he knew about the Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy. He gave credit to Prabhupada, both the Prabhupads, Bhaktisiddhanta and Srila Prabhupada. And, you know, he had a command, and the sadhus are applauding him. I mean, he's a politician, but a sadhu politician. And we needed a leader like that in Bharat, because Bharat culture is spiritual. You know, we're trying to make it commercial just to be with a part of the world, but inside, we're all devotees. That's why you take birth in Bharat. Bharata bhumita hoila, manushya janam yar. Janam sarthik kar kar par upkar. So we got to do par upkar, means the greatest welfare work is you tell people about Krishna. And it's not a coincidence, it's an arrangement of the Lord that wherever you go in whichever country in the world, there's Indians there. And we thought they're going to open shops and all that, which they've done that as well. But the real thing is they left temples, and that's where Krishna is being worshipped. Lord Rama, in this Ayodhya temple, which happened all over the world, there was everybody was so happy. We see hope. Otherwise, we're defending ourselves like we are nobody. And now people are talking about the astrology we have, Ayurvedic we have, you know, all sorts of things, you know, the IT we have, although that's the latest one, but somehow Krishna has to reign that our brains, they go everywhere. So it's all because of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was invited by Advaita Acharya. Advaita Acharya is a Mahavishnu and Sadashiva, because he's going to speak in the class on that. He's no ordinary personality. He actually wanted Krishna to come from Golok. And he did a lot of tapasya for us, and we should be grateful to Advaita Acharya. So Guru Sevak will talk more about that. And then please put in your diary on the Thursday the 15th. I think that's when Advaita Acharya's appearance. In the evening, there'll be a satsang here. And it's lovely to be part of this utsava, because when you have utsaha, then you have utsava. You've got to be enthusiastic. Otherwise, you just come in the temple because you've been beaten up outside, or you're not happy. That's why you come. You should come to the temple really happy, saying, I'm very happy outside. I'm going to be even happier when I come here. Otherwise, there's an excuse. Ye de do, wo de do. Huh? सीने से लगाए जाते हैं
दरबार में बंसी वाले के दुख दर्द
मिटाए जाते। पर जो दुख दर्द नहीं है फिर भी आ जाओ, ये नहीं कि दुख दर्द हो तब उसके दर में आओ. Come with the rasa, and then enjoy it. Okay, here we go. Oh, can you raise your hands, please? Bolo Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So what are we doing now? Oh, Acharya, Advaita Acharya.
Have we got the translation, please? So I'll just read the translation. This is glorifying, as we've been glorifying the Panchtattva. This is glorifying Sri Advaita Acharya. So this bhajan is saying basically, hail, all hail to the preceptor Advaita Acharya, full of mercy, whose appealing roar invoked the avatar of Sri Gaura, giver of Prem, Lord of Sita, ocean of compassion, whose Prem Ras brought Gaura Sundar. Whoever receives his mercy, on who he bestows his kind glance, that blessed one becomes immersed in Prem and sings the divine excellences of Gaura. Whoever sought refuge at his feet, that same acquired the greatest wealth of Gaura Prem. Lawton says, why did I not adore such a repository? Who's doing this? By that I've brought a thunderbolt upon my own head. Jai Shri Advaita Acharya Ki Jai. Jaya Jaya Advaita Acharya Doyamoy. Jaya Jaya Advaita Acharya Doyamoy.
Another new bhajan. Did you do the translation?
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
राधे व्रज जन मन सुखकारी राधे श्याम श्यामा श्याम राधे व्रज जन मन सुखकारी राधे श्याम श्यामा श्याम राधे व्रज जन मन सुखकारी राधे श्याम श्यामा श्याम राधे व्रज जन मन सुखकारी राधे श्याम श्यामा श्याम राधे व्रज जन मन सुखकारी राधे श्याम श्यामा श्याम राधे व्रज जन मन सुखकारी राधे श्याम श्यामा श्याम मोर मुकुट मकराकृत कुंडल गलवे जंती 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 ओ चरण नुपुर रसाल राधे श्याम श्यामा श्याम राधे चरण नुपुर रसाल राधे श्याम श्यामा श्याम ओ राधे श्याम 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 ओ राधे व्रज जन मन सुखकारी राधे श्याम श्यामा श्याम ओ राधे व्रज जन मन सुखकारी राधे श्याम श्यामा श्याम सुंदर वदन कमल दल लोचन बाकी चित मन हारी सुंदर वदन कमल दल लोचन बाकी चित मन हारी सुंदर वदन कमल दल लोचन बाकी चित मन हारी सुंदर वदन कमल दल लोचन बाकी चित मन हारी राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे श्याम
जन मन सुखकारी राधे श्याम श्याम श्याम
वृंदावन में धेनु चरायो गोपी जन मनहारी
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 श्री गोवर्धन धारी राधे श्याम श्यामा श्याम हो राधे श्री
गोवर्धन धारी राधे श्याम श्यामा श्याम
राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे श्याम
राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे श्याम
राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे
राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे
श्याम
श्याम
राधे ब्रज जन मन सुखकारी राधे श्याम श्यामा श्याम
राधे ब्रज जन मन सुखकारी राधे श्याम श्यामा श्याम
राधा कृष्णा मिले अब दो गौरा रूप अवतारी
राधा कृष्ण मिले अब दो गौर रूप अवतारी
राधा कृष्णा मिले अब दो गौरा रूप अवतारी
राधा कृष्ण मिले अब दो गौर रूप अवतारी
कीर्तन नरम प्रचार राधे श्याम श्यामा
राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे श्याम
हो राधे मन सुखकारी राधे श्याम श्यामा श्याम
ब्रज जन मन सुखकारी राधे श्याम श्यामा श्याम
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे
कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे
कृष्णा Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare
जय जय श्री राधे श्याम
Yeah, well, they're young, so let them practice. You know, look, we can hear you. You know, it's not that, but you don't have to make an impression, because when you try to make impression, you go loud. You're thinking nobody's listening. It's supposed to be really sweet, but with Aarti time I can understand. But during a bhajan, you know, it just takes off. Okay. Guruji, can you sing Jai Ram? While you're here, just a quick note. Just a quick one. So everybody put your hands up. Bolo Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Ram Ram. Hare Hare. So nice to see your happy faces, and we hope to cheer you up even more. And today's class is on Advaita Acharya. And most of you might not know about Advaita Acharya, but that's the reason we give these talks. Our temple is Gaudiya Vaishnavas. So there's 4 sampradayas. This is one of the Brahma Madhav Gaudiya Sampradaya. And every sampradaya is, worships Krishna. But it's the way we do it is slightly different. It's like, just a simple example. If you have a potato, what can you make with a potato? Chips. What else? Okay, curry, mashed potato, boiled, roast. All this. See, it's just one potato, but it's the way you deal with it. So similarly, there's one Krishna. It's the way you worship on it. You see, and then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and gave the intimate, relationship, which is when Radha Krishna are together. There are girls called manjaris, and they serve them, because Krishna and Radharani, they are served all the time. And some of them cannot go, when they are really intimate together, but the manjaris can go in and out to serve them. And so really this is the secret, what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is given, which means you stay neutral, but you make sure Radha Krishna are together and enjoying their company. And that is a form of worship. And now some of the other Sri Sampadaya, they actually glorify Lakshmi Narayan and Sri Ram as well. And they're Krishna Bhaktas, but it's not the thing. And then is Kumar Sampradaya. They sing the Mahamantra as Radhe Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Sham, Sham Sham, Radhe Radhe. So, but they came from the south. They weren't living Radha Krishna first, and then they started to, when they come to Vrindavan. In Vrindavan, Radha Krishna are the main ones. So when the Sampradayas come to Vrindavan, they start, and then there's the Rudra Sampradaya, and Vishnu Swami is the Acharya for that. It's the way he did it. And then you got Srinathji, so that is the Rudra Sampradaya, Srinathji. They do the worship in their way. So you have to appreciate that everybody's loving Krishna, but they are just like the potatoes, mashed potato, chip potato, whatever. They have a preference to deal with Krishna in a particular way. But we like the Gauriya way, and which is actually, we are not interested in interfering with Radha Krishna. We facilitate their relationship. So that's why we talk about, them even holding hands, doing ras dance and all that, as a witness and as a servant. So you get involved in it. And when you get involved in that, it's just like watching a movie. When you watch a movie, the impression stays in your head, even though you didn't write it, you weren't part of it, you weren't the actor. But after watching the story, the impression stays with you. So when you watch the Leela again and again, it starts to happen in your heart. So then you're taking part in the Leela, and the Lord is so kind. Whatever your rasa and bhav is, you feel that way. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, before him coming, Advaita Acharya was there with Haridas Thakur. So today, that's what we're going to be told today. Who was the person who invoked, Sachinandan, which is Nitya Chand, that's Gaur Nitai. Who was that person, and why is it so important? So please, focus on what is being said, because on Thursday we will celebrate his appearance. So you'll realize by knowing them, your bhakti will increase, because they have come, they are the agents to increase your bhakti. Don't consider them just any other person. So we'll get to know the secret of Advaita Acharya. So, Guru Sevacharya. Can you put reverb on?
Jai Radha Madhava, Jai Kunja Bihari,
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 Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha,
Gopi Jana Vallabha,
Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha,
Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha,
Jai Girivaradari,
Jai Girivaradari,
Jai Radha Madhava, Jai Kunja Bihari,
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 Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana,
Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana,
Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana,
Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana,
Jamuna Tira Vanachari,
Yamuna Tira Vanachari,
Jamuna Tira Vanachari,
Yamuna Tira Vanachari,
Jai Radha Madhava, Jai Kunja Bihari,
Jai Radha Madhava,
जय कुंज बिहारी
जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Jai Ho.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Jai Ho.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jai Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Radhe.
Jai Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Radhe.
Jai Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jai Krishna Balaram.
Jai Krishna Balaram, Jai Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jai Krishna Balaram.
Jai Gauranidai, 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 Jai Gauranidai.
Jai Gauranitai, 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 Jai Gauranitai.
Jai Jai Prabhupada,
Prabhupada,
Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jai Jai Prabhupada.
Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada.
Jai Jai Gurudev,
Gurudev,
Gurudev, Gurudev, जय जय गुरुदेव
जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय गुरुदेव
निता गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निता गौर हरि बोल
हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल 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 हरि बोल
श्री राधा माधव की जय गौरताई की जय श्री प्रभुपाद श्री महाराज की जय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मुखं करोति वाचालं भंगं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधव Hari Bol everyone. Welcome to Sunday program. So today we're going to talk about Advaita Acharya. Yes, Arya, not Arya, Advaita Acharya. So who here is familiar with Panchtattva? Raise your hands. Wow, not many hands up. Okay, so those of you that don't know, do you know who our altars, deities are on the altar? The main two? Who knows who they are? Raise your hands if you know. Okay, so Prabhuji, who are the deities on the altar? Yeah. Okay, so it's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu. Very good. So we all know that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came 500 years ago. Okay, so when Arjun was on the battlefield, Krishna gave his final instruction. Sarva dharman paritaja mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayami ma sucha. That's from Bhagavad Gita. I think it's 1866 or 65, one of the two, 66. So that Krishna says, give up all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I will deliver you from all sins, do not fear. Okay? So Krishna's just in the whole Bhagavad Gita to Arjun, talking about Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, everything. And he says, just give up everything and surrender unto me. Okay? Now that's 5,000 years ago. So the parampara carried on after that, and the Lord saw that he's given this final instruction, but no one understands how to follow it. Okay? Because they didn't understand, what does it mean, just surrender unto the Lord? So the Lord incarnated to show you what it means when a devotee fully surrenders unto the Lord. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came as, Lord Krishna came as his own devotee. Okay? So Lord Krishna was thinking, and he was asking Radharani, why is it that you all love me so much? What is it about myself, Krishna was saying, that makes you love me so much? And Radharani said, you can't understand. And it'll be too much for you to experience if you want to experience what it's like to be my devotee that's in separation. So Radharani said, I'll incarnate with you together so you can experience what it means to be a devotee. So it said that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead and the Supreme Personality devotee as well. So he's a devotee Godhead as well. So he's not only the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he's the Supreme Devotee Godhead. And it said that Lord Krishna himself is like the master. So even in wherever he is, Krishna is the master, meaning he is served by others. And his first expansion, Balaram, he's also the Supreme Personality of Godhead. but he's a supreme personality, servitor, Godhead, because he just wants to serve Krishna. Okay, so you've heard and understand the Lord expands into various expansions and incarnations. Very technical, but all you have to know is it's like one candle, and if you have identical candle and that's lit from the first one, it's exactly the same as the first one, but it's burning independently. So this, like this, the Lord expands into so many different forms. So this Balaram, who's the main servant of the Lord, becomes the Lord's clothing, becomes the Lord's stick, becomes the Lord's abode, the dham. He becomes everything for the Lord. And that's in the spiritual world. So the spiritual world is created by the Lord, and it's all Balaram. So then Balaram expands into Mahavishnu. Eventually, there's a few different expansions that happen after that. And Mahavishnu generates the whole material universe. Okay? So you can say that in one way, Mahavishnu is the father of this whole, all these universes. Okay? So naturally, Mahavishnu wants to, like the father checks upon the children, Mahavishnu thought, let me go and see how my children are doing. So Mahavishnu and Sadashiva combined and took an incarnation, which is Advaita Acharya. So Mahavishnu, when he's lying there in space, so science knows that they have a multi-universe theory, multiverse theory. Okay, meaning there's many universes other than this one, yeah? So we on Earth here, we're very short-sighted. First of all, we used to think we're the only life in the universe, amazingly. Even though there's millions of stars and so many planets, but we're the only ones here, great. Then the next thing they think is, right, well, we must be the only intelligent life. Maybe there's like microbes and all that. Then they're thinking, well, hold on, now the universe is quite big. There's probably other places which are also very advanced. Maybe alien species. Then they think a little bit bigger and think, well, hold on, what if this is not the only universe? What if there's multi-universes? Okay? And the Vedas already has that in there. 5,000 years beforehand. They're figuring it out recently, and we already knew that beforehand. So all of these universes are coming out of this giant form of Lord Vishnu. So Mahavishnu, Maha means big. Okay? So this very big form of Vishnu. The universes are coming out of the pores of his skin. So everyone look at your skin, and if you're moisturized effectively, you'll be able to see the pores of your skin where the hairs are coming out. Yeah, everyone look at your pores. Okay, no one's looking at the hand. Everyone knows. Okay, so pores. Imagine a small little bubble coming out of your pores of your skin. Okay, right? Tiny little thing, right? So that's like the universes are coming out of the pores of Mahavishnu. That's how massive he is. Okay? So imagine the size. So all of these universes are coming out. So when initially it's created, Mahavishnu, the Maya Devi, Yoga Maya, is there, and Mahavishnu gazes at her. And that gaze is called Sadashiva. Okay? The Lord's gaze is the same as him. Okay? Getting a little bit technical, but try and keep up. So Lord Shiva that you know, there's a Lord Shiva in the spiritual world called Sadashiva. That Shiva is identical to Lord Vishnu. He's just called Sadashiva. And there's a Shivalok actually in the spiritual world as well. So Mahavishnu and Sadashiva combined together and they came as Advaita Acharya. So many thousands of years ago, Kuvir, everyone heard of Kuvir? Yeah, everyone like money? Everyone heard of Kuvir, right? So Kuvir used to worship Lord Shiva very nicely. And he desired to have Lord Shivji as his son. So Lord Shiva blessed him. He goes, don't worry, in Kali Yuga, I'll come as your son. So Kuvir and his Dharmapatni Labha Devi were born as Kuvir Pandit and Labha Devi. And they had Advaita Acharya as their son. Advaita Acharya is Lord Shiva and Mahavishnu combined. So that's Shiva, okay? So Advaita Acharya is the one who is the father of the whole universe, because he's Mahavishnu, okay? So when he came here, he was disgusted to see that no one is worshipping the Lord very nicely. This is only 500 years ago. So you can imagine how bad Kali Yuga is now, okay? Now, talking about right now. Those of you that are elderly, Bharat, back in when you were young, would be hundreds of times better than it is now. I even remember when I was young and Bharat was so much better than it is now. Not in terms of economic or the roads or anything like that, the people. They were much more in the mode of goodness, much more following Dharma, even for 40 years ago when I was young. Okay, and imagine like the degradation. So imagine 500 years before that, it would have been far, far superior to now. Majority people would have been following Dharma. But what Advaita Acharya was shocked to see, nobody's worshipping Krishna. And even in places like Vrindavan, they're just doing Devi Puja. So Advaita Acharya was shocked at this because Yogamaya is, Durga Mata is the wife of Lord Shiva. So there's a nice pastime actually when Advaita Acharya was young. His name was Kamalaksha when he was young. So he wasn't born and called Advaita Acharya. Kamalaksha means eyes like lotus petals. So it's very, very beautiful because it's Supreme Lord. So he used to have his father, Kuver Pandit, was the local king. He was his Pandit. So his son was about the same age as Advaita Acharya. So they were young. And one day they were playing together and they went to a temple of Mata. So Durga Mata temple. So they went there and the prince bowed down because he'd been taught to do that. Advaita Acharya didn't bow down. Again, remember, small boy, 7, 8 years old. Doesn't bow down. And the prince said to him, you should pay obeisances here. Haven't you been taught anything? You're a Pandit's son. And Advaita Acharya goes, no, I only bow down to Lord Vishnu. And the prince said, no, I've heard you should do it. Bow down. Come on. And Advaita Acharya, because he is Lord Shiva, got angry and roared at the boy. And he went unconscious. I remember this Lord Shiva, like who burnt Cupid from his third eye. Who, if he gets angry, you're in trouble. Okay? So Advaita Acharya roared and this prince just fainted. And Advaita Acharya realized, oh my God, I'm going to be in trouble now. So he quickly ran and went into an anthill. And the king's soldiers that were there went to get the king, and they brought the king and Kuver Pandit as well with them. And when they saw what happened and the soldiers described it, Advaita Acharya went, okay, let me go and find Kuver Pandit said, let me go find my son. So they went and they saw there's some anthill there. So he went in there and found Advaita Acharya and called him. And he said, look, what happened? And Advaita Acharya explained to him. And he goes, look, you should pay obeisances in the temple. And Advaita Acharya gave some arguments to his father. And then when his father mentioned it again, he thought, look, better not to argue with seniors. I'll just go and do it. So he went in front of the deity of Durga Mata. And as he went to pay his obeisances, put his head down, the deity exploded. And Akashvani came saying, the husband does not bow before the wife. And Mata... well, they are forced to, yeah. Okay, so, yeah. So, this is Advaita Acharya when he was young, so it was extraordinary. And all the sign he learnt of, so basically, I'll read to you quickly from Chaitanya Charitamrita. So Advaita Acharya was the first among the associates of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to appear. So he came some 50 to 60 years before Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Advaita Acharya, it would be Madhavendra Puri would have been around at that time, Jagannath Mishra and Sachi Mata. They were all born around the same sort of time. So in Chaitanya Charitamrita, it's written, Mahavishnur Jagat Karta Mayaya Ya Srijati Ada Tasyavatara Evayam Advaita Acharya Ishvara Advaitam Harinadvaita Acharyam Bhakti Shashnat Bhaktavataram Isham Tam Advaitam Acharyam Ashre. And the translation to that is Mahavishnu is the master of the universe, which he creates through the power of his Maya. We just talked about that. Advaita Acharya is the incarnation of this form of the Supreme Lord. He is known as Advaita because he is none other than Hari. And Acharya because he's the preceptor, the teacher of devotion. I take shelter of the Supreme Lord Advaita Acharya, who is the incarnation of a devotee. Meaning the Lord come as his devotee. So, is saying that when Advaita Acharya, I'll tell you one more of the Leelas when he was young. So he was living in Shantipur and then he moved to Navadvip. So there was a particular guru. So actually, Advaita Acharya was born in 1434 in Nabagram, Bengal. And he studied under Shantacharya. And his guru tested the children. So one day, the children were playing with a ball and there was a lake nearby, and the ball went into the lake. And Vijayacharya's guru at the time said, can any of you children get it? So they tried so many different ways to get it, they couldn't get it. And it's actually very similar to an instance in Mahabharata. So Arjun and the Pandavas were playing and they lost their ball in a well. And they were looking, how do we get this out? They're trying so many things, so many sticks. The well was just too deep. And then some sadhu happened to walk by, and he was wearing very tatty clothes. They could tell he was a poor sort of Brahmin, but still very kind of like confident and stuff. So he told the kids, what are you doing? Because we lost the ball in there. So the person came, and he goes, get me some reeds. So they got reeds, and he took the reeds, and one by one, he threw them, and one reed attached to the ball, threw another reed, that reed attached to that other reed, kept throwing them, all the reeds attached in one, and he pulled them out. And that evening, when Arjun would go to Bhishma Dev and would sit on his lap, because he was like a child to him, and he would tell him what happened in the day. So he said to him, he goes, we were playing with this ball, and this person came and did this. And immediately, Bhishma Pitama just folded his hands and goes, Dronacharya ki jai. He goes, quickly, take me to that person. This is someone incredible. And when he went there, he called him straight away, because Dronacharya was incredible martial arts master. So in this instance, similar sort of thing happened here, where the ball going to the lake, and Vijayacharya's guru told all the children to try and get it out. None of them could get it. And he said, Kamalaksha, Vijayacharya, you do it. So there's lily pads on the lake. And if ever you tried, you try and press a lily pad, it'll just go straight down. And Vijayacharya walked on the lily pads without falling in, picked up the ball and walked back. And everyone was like, wow, this is incredible. And the teacher came to Kamalaksha and said, so how did you do that then? And Vijayacharya said very nicely, he goes, to that person who has achieved bhakti to Krishna, these 8 mystic powers are like his servants. And the teacher thought, okay, this is someone very, very special. So Vijayacharya was incredible even in his youth. And he was saying that before the advent of Lostanya Mahaprabhu, so hold on, let me just get up another document. So actually, I'll remember it anyway. So at Vijayacharya's house, Madhavendra Puri was actually walking around Navadvip, and he didn't like to stay on the main path of the road there because he would meet people, and because a lot of Mayavad was going on there, and they saw a sannyasi, they would just call each other Narayan. They'd say Namo Narayan, and he didn't like that. So he would walk along the actual banks of the Gangaji, even though it was very difficult to walk. And because Vijayacharya's house happened to be there, he happened to walk through the courtyard of Advaitacharya's house. And when Madhavendra Puri met Advaitacharya, they had a nice conversation. And Advaitacharya really adored Madhavendra Puri, and he said, please stay with me. So they stayed a few days, and Advaitacharya was so impressed with Madhavendra Puri, he took initiation from him. And he said that Vijayacharya and Madhavendra Puri spent some time together, and then Madhavendra Puri went on his way. And so you can see that Madhavendra Puri initiated Advaitacharya, and Lostanya Mahaprabhu was initiated by Ishvara Puri, who's also a disciple of Madhavendra Puri. So from Lostanya Mahaprabhu, Advaitacharya is on the level of his spiritual master, which Lostanya Mahaprabhu didn't really like. Well, Advaitacharya didn't like, because he's calling the Lord. Because remember, someone asked my Guru Maharaj once, how is it that the Lord keeps incarnating in Bharat? Why doesn't he incarnate in UK or America or some other places? He goes, why is that? And my Guru Maharaj said, because we know how to call him. He goes, when you know how to call someone and invite, then they'll come. He goes, none of you know how to call him. He goes, so Advaitacharya, specifically when he saw the degradation of the people, so this is specifically what he saw. He saw that people would do worship, elaborate sacrifices, spending so much money and gold just for name and fame. just for name and fame, to show we're doing some ritual sacrifices, they would do it. They said they would spend ridiculous sums of money on the weddings of their children. This is in the scripture. I'm making it up. Is from there. You can see in Kali Yuga, that's the situation. Though nowadays people are reluctant to spend because in 6 months' time you don't know what's going to happen. You can end up getting divorced, and it was more than 50% now. It's funny. One photographer that we knew, he actually said he used to, when he first got into the wedding photography, he would tell them, they would tell them the weddings at this time. He would come and take all the photographs. After 6 months, he puts together the album. He'd come there and they'd say, "What do we need an album for? They're divorced already." And he would say, this was about 10 to 15 years ago he was saying that. Because it happened to him so often, like 50% of the time, he started taking all the money up front. All of it. Then if he goes to their house 6 months later, they go, "What do you need it for?" He just put it in the bin as he's going out. So you could see, in a Kali Yuga, the symptoms are there. And Advaitacharya saw this and got so upset, he thought, and this is the good thing, Advaitacharya realized, he said, look, if I discipline them, he's Lord Shiva as well. So if Lord Shiva is going to discipline, we're in big trouble. He thought better that the Lord comes and delivers them than I do it. And it said that Advaitacharya said, I can give them liberation, but I can't give them Radha Krishna Prem. Advaitacharya admitted he couldn't do that. And that's why he called Lord Krishna to come as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to give that Radha Krishna's love. Because Advaitacharya said he's not capable, because moksha can give them. Because it said even Lord Shivji, he gives he's a mukti data, he gives liberation. And the way he does it actually is to say the name of Ram in someone's ear. That's what I had a discussion with one person who's more elevated, Lord Shivji or Lord Vishnu. And I goes, well, obviously it's Lord Vishnu from the scriptures. He goes, no, why is it Lord Shivji? He gives liberation. I told him, do you know how? I goes, in, where's that place in Bharat? Varanasi. People, Shiv Bhakts go to leave their body in Varanasi because it said if you leave your body there, you get moksha. I told him, do you know how that happens? At the time of death in Varanasi, Lord Shivji comes to your ear and whispers Ram in your ear. I go, so who is delivering you, Lord Shivji or Lord Ram? I go, this Ram's name which is delivering you, isn't it? I go, whose name does Lord Shiva meditate on? He goes, Lord Ram's name. And it said in Srimad Bhagavatam, when Krishna was in Dwaraka, Krishna sat to meditate. Okay? Now, if Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who's he going to meditate on? Himself. He was meditating on himself. It said that the Lord sat there meditating on himself. Because he's the Supreme Lord. And so you can see Lord Shivji meditates on Lord Vishnu meditates on Lord Vishnu. So Lord Krishna meditates on himself. So Lord Shivji is showing you there indirectly. So Advaitacharya thought, better I don't correct them because I'll just kill them. Because for the Lord, birth and death is nothing. Like I was saying to my father, I said, we were discussing today about the deities, Madan Mohan deities, and so many of these deities that are hundreds of years old. And I was saying for the Lord, he sees our spirit soul. So because we keep getting reincarnated, he would have seen us hundreds of years ago. We come back to that same temple again. Here he is again. Here he is again. Then we do the same things we did last time and get born again. And there they are again. I've said this before. Many of the ISKCON devotees, when they have children, what's usually the first words those children say? Prabhupada. The word Prabhupada comes so easy to... Is Prabhupada an easy word to say? Some of them can't say cat, dog or anything, but Prabhupada is very easy for them. Why? Because the ISKCON devotees are being born again into the movement. Which means don't think, oh, because I'm a devotee, I'm going to make it. Guru Maharaj used to tell us this. He used to go, just because someone's passed away, you say they've gone back to God. If you think that's happened, he goes, not so cheap. So from the Lord's perspective, he keeps seeing that this soul's come back again. For him, birth and death is not really an issue because he knows the soul doesn't die. Just like we have different kapre that we wear one Sunday. Do we cry, oh my God, you're not wearing the same sari as last week? Well, the Matadis might, because they might think my sari was really nice last week. Some people gave me compliment. No one gave me compliment this week. But usually for the men, let's say, for example, if someone didn't wear a particular jumper this week, they don't go, oh, bichara, that jumper nuki ho gaya. They don't care. The Lord is like that. So he'll just see the soul. Oh, here he comes again to worship. So Advaitacharya thought, better I don't correct them. Let me get the Lord to come and do it. And Vedacharya, he had read, Vedacharya had read that the Lord accepts offerings through the Shaligram. If you worship with Ganga Jal and Tulsi, the Lord will reciprocate. So Vedacharya took this to heart, went to the bank of Gangaji and said, I am going to bring the Lord down, and sat with that determination. And for months, he was sitting there worshipping his deity. And he was shouting very loudly. And he said in those times, the Smartha Brahmins was so indominate, you said, you couldn't chant the Lord's names out loud. Do you know this? The Smartha Brahmins had said the Lord's name was only supposed to be chanted silently under the breath. Do you know the only time you could chant it? When you're bathing. So what the devotees would do when they were going bathe in Gangaji, then they would chant Krishna, Govinda, Narayan loudly, because they weren't allowed to do it otherwise. So you can see even the chanting of the holy name, doing Nam Sankirtan in the streets, this is introduced by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because otherwise the Smartha Brahmins wouldn't allow it. You had to do it silently. So Advaita Acharya, when he would go to bathe, and same with Sachi Mata, Jagannath Mishra, they would all be chanting the Lord's names loudly when they were bathing. So Advaita Acharya, he had prayed so much and he got a message the Lord is coming. And he knew exactly where. He thought it's going to be Sachi Mata that has the Lord, and it's going to be another, and it's going to happen in the next few years. So every time Sachi Mata would get pregnant, she would come to the banks of Gangaji, and because the child in the womb wasn't Lord Krishna, just like the deity that exploded, Sachi Mata obviously didn't explode, but the child died. So when Vicharya would pay obeisances, saying, oh, this is my Lord, and pay obeisances, because he's Mahavishnu, the child would think in the womb, oh, why is the Lord paying obeisances to me? Child would leave his body straight away. And Sachi Mata realized after a few times it happening, she goes, every time I have a miscarriage, there's a man there that pays obeisances to me, and I get a miscarriage. So they went to Vedacharya, Sachi Mata and Jagannath Mishra, and said, look, can you please not pay obeisances? We've had like 5-6 miscarriages. So that one where he didn't pay obeisances to Sachi Mata, that was Vishwarup. And Vishwarup was born then. So Vishwarup was basically Balaramji. And he was so incredible, Vishwarup was, Advaitacharya would hold satsangs at his house. Remember, at the time, Bengal was ruled by Muslims. And it's not like now where there's so many Muslims around and they're not persecuting you. Then they were ruling, which means the Hindus were persecuted. They were forcibly turned from their dharma. They would go around, was it Aurangzeb that would collect so many janus a day? He wouldn't eat until he had so many yajnapaveets or Brahmins. And they would turn them forcibly to Islam. So you can imagine them doing satsangs in their house, they're taking their lives into their hands. And it's funny actually, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, there was one Nawab that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was traveling and passing through, and they started to do a huge Sankirtan. Hundreds and thousands of people came, and they were doing it right next to the Nawab's palace, like right next to it. No, this is, I think one of the different maybe. I can't remember who it was. And some of the people that they're doing Kirtan for so many days, and some of them came to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and said, we feel a bit worried because we're right next to his palace. What if he hears this and kills us? He could come and kill us, kill our families. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said to those people, he goes, look, you don't know this, but I'm the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He can't do anything unless I sanction it. He goes, he can't even move unless I sanction it. He goes, don't worry, keep doing your Sankirtan. Nothing happened at all. And so Advaitacharya would hold these satsangs regularly, and they would discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, and Vishwarup would attend. And Sachi Mata started getting worried because he's going there every single day. And those who have children know this, that when the child starts to do something more often, you send, well, it's a classic example. I used to do Warwick University preaching, and it's funny, the parents, if you tell the parents, we'll find out from the child's going clubbing, he's drinking, this and that. They go, oh, he's young. The minute you say he's going to a temple, Hare Krishna, oh my God, don't become a devotee. Don't leave your home. Don't. And I'm like, come on, you don't mind going to a club, drinking, all that kind of stuff. But as soon as they start coming to the temple, the parents get worried. So, obviously, Sachi Mata's not like that. But because Vishvarup was going so often, she thought, what happens if Vishvarup actually becomes a sannyasi? Because it could be that the child, when they hear so much spiritual discourse, decide, well, you know what, I would rather not get involved in householder life. Because from brahmachari, you can either go straight into grihastha or just go to become a sannyasi. So this is what actually happened to Vishvarup. Vishvarup took sannyas and left. And Sachi Mata got so annoyed, she, in her mind, she thought, this is not Advaita, this is Dvaita, this person's Dvaita. And it's like an insult kind of thing. But she just thought it. She didn't even say it to anyone. But she was just upset that her child took sannyas. And it's funny, years later when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they did like a 21-hour kirtan. So Advaita Acharya, this is actually when, so what happened in this was, Advaita Acharya was told by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's associate, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told him, go and tell Advaita Acharya that the person that he was praying for is to come here now. And you might think, well, hold on, Advaita Acharya knew this. He was praying for this, he saw the Lord, he knew this, he even came with Labha, with his Dharmapatni, Sita Thakurani. They came on a palanquin and to see Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he was born. So they knew he's the Supreme Lord anyway. But this is the amazing thing. Even in Krishna's pastimes, it always used to amaze me. Indra, Brahma, all the demigods, when the Lord was born, they were there in the jail cell. They saw Krishna being born, four-armed form. They know that's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yet still, when Krishna's doing his pastimes in Vrindavan and Lord Brahma saw Krishna's eating, he'd given some sweet rice to his friend to eat, and then he was feeling hungry, so he licked it off the face of his friend. And Brahma thought, what is this? My Lord would never do this. Even though they saw Krishna being born, they know that's him. And he decided to test him. Indra, even knowing that's the Supreme Lord, because they prayed for it. Guns, do you know Guns was incredibly powerful? Because we don't hear a lot about him. We just think, maybe he was just powerful here, bit of a tyrant. No. He was so incredible, he defeated all the demigods without any weapon. He would literally go with his fists, he would beat all of them. Even all these demons, Keshi demon and others, when you read about in Garga Samhita, that Akant's how strong he was, he didn't use any weapon, and he literally beat all of these demons into submission. And that's why when Krishna killed Akant, did he use any weapon? No, I always wondered this. Krishna went there and with his fists he beat him to show him, you're not the only one that can use your fists. I'll show you without any weapon. And the Lord killed him like that. I can't remember the point I was making now. Advaita Acharya, yes. So Advaita Acharya, even though he knew Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was Supreme Lord, he didn't clock on later, because this was like 16, 17 years later. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sent the message, tell Advaita Acharya the person he was praying for is here now. So when Advaita Acharya heard this, he became ecstatic. And then he thought, let me test my Lord. I'm going to go and hide at this house and see if the Lord can find me. And I think it's maybe Nandanacharya's house. They all hide there. I don't know. They should be really the first place they look, but it always seems to be the last. So he went and hid there, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came there, and Advaita paid obeisances, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed him, I am Radha and Krishna. And then Advaita Acharya, they did a 21-hour kirtan. And in that, the Lord was, all the associates were there, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was actually telling each one, I saved you here, you were this person in your last life. There was one person in Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastime, I can't remember his name now, and he was being hunted by the Muslims. And in those times, the Muslims were quite bad at ruling, and what they would do is if a family was there, they would convert the men, and they would rape the women, and they would kill the children. And this particular family, they were running away from the Muslims because the Muslims would come to their village, and it came to the Gangaji. And he goes, the Muslims are coming, they're going to do terrible things to my family and kill me. He thought, there's no boatman here, I'm just going to jump in the river and our family will just commit suicide here. And he prayed to the Lord for help. This is before the advent of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, before the Lord's even advented. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, a boatman comes. And the boatman says, hey, where are you guys going? He goes, please take us across the river. We're being pursued. Got on the boat, went across. And when they look back afterwards to thank the boat had vanished. There was no boatman, no boat. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, you don't know, I came and saved you that night. He goes, there was no boatman there. I personally was seeing from Vaikunta. And he was said to another devotee there, he said, one night you were very ill. You had fever. He goes, you were on the verge of death. And he goes, your family couldn't find any doctor. And he goes, and someone happened to walk by who was a doctor and came in and gave you medicine and saved you. And the Lord said, I came as a doctor to save you that day. And the devotee was just astonished, and they just fainted, crying. And Lord Sri for 21 hours was telling everyone, giving them Krishna Prem, coming and blessing them. And then someone said, what about Sachi Mata? You should give her love of God. She's your mother. And Lord Sri Mahaprabhu said, no, she's committed Vaishnava Aparadha. She will not get it. And everyone was shocked. She goes, that's your mother. And he goes, what Vaishnava Aparadha has she done? How can she commit any offense? And he said, she's committed offense against Advaita Acharya. Now think, okay, that's the Lord's own mother. That's Yashoda Mata. Is anyone here Yashoda Mata? No. Anyone as good a devotee as Yashoda Mata? No. So if Yashoda Mata committed Vaishnava Aparadha and Lord Krishna didn't give her love of Godhead, does anyone think the Lord's going to favor us more than Yashoda Mata? Anyone? No. So let's be really careful when committing offenses against devotees, when criticizing, when blaspheming. Please, if the Lord can do it to his there's a saying, if he can do it to his own mother, he can do it to anyone. Yeah? You've heard that in the material world. The Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu didn't give love of Godhead to his own mother because of this. So the devotees went, what can we do? He goes, look, she needs to get forgiveness from Advaita Acharya. When they went to Advaita Acharya and told him this, he goes, oh my God, that's the mother of the universe. How can, and he started singing her glories, and then he fainted because he was so overwhelmed. And the devotee goes, quickly, he's fainted. They got your short, Sachi Mata, she touched his feet and put the dust on her head. And everyone went, Jai! And Lord Sri Mahaprabhu gave her love of Godhead. So you can see that's the remedy for Vaishnava Aparadha. Go to the person if you committed offense against them and just touch their feet. And say, look, please forgive for any offenses. Please do this. Don't think the Lord forgot. This thing happened about 20 years before. And the Lord remembered. It didn't happen like the day before. So we think, oh my God, I've committed so many offenses, but no one remembers. It's all right. The Lord, again, remember, oh, you again. The Lord knows all the stuff that you've done, or all the stuff that we've done. So that's why devotees, when they do Vanchakalpa, they pay obeisances. Part of that is paying obeisances and saying, look, please forgive for any offenses that I've committed. So let's get used to doing that. So Advaita Acharya was very happy that the Lord had revealed himself finally. Now Advaita Acharya, because he's Grihastha, he would stay in Navadvip. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left, because he wanted to go to Vrindavan, but Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because to be close to his mother, he chose Jagannath Puri instead. Okay? So he was staying in Jagannath Puri, and Advaita Acharya would be staying in Navadvip. And when the rainy season would happen for Chaturmasya, the devotees would go to Jagannath Puri. So the 4 months of Chaturmasya, all the devotees, including Advaita Acharya, would go. But then the rest of the year, they are not around Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And we used to remember what this was like when Guru Maharaj would come in the summertime. It would be so wonderful. And I remember once I actually was sitting and serving Guru Maharaj when Guru Maharaj had just come. And I remember I said to Guru Maharaj, I said, Guru Maharaj goes, thank God you're here. I goes, I don't know how. I goes, I feel like I'm alive now. I goes, I don't feel like I've been alive the whole year since you've been gone. And Guru Maharaj was so happy with me, he blessed me. And he goes, that's very, very nice sentiments. And I just thought that's the way it was for the associates of the Lord. The Lord is right there. And because and in those days, it wasn't like you could just catch a train and go to Jagannath Puri. It would be like months of walking to get there. So Advaita Acharya is very missing the Lord very much. And he thought, let me do something to get the Lord's attention. And he didn't like the fact the Lord gave him so much respect, because he's the servitor, a servant of the Lord. That's his mood. His mood is not to be master, it's to serve the Lord. So he thought, let me do something so the Lord becomes annoyed at me a little bit. So he started to preach that Gyan is superior to Bhakti. Started preaching this. So word got back to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Navadvip, in Jagannath Puri, that Advaitacharya started preaching this. And Advaitacharya had, I think, 6 children. And 3 of them worshipped Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and 3 of them ended up becoming Smartha Brahmins and started doing Gyan instead of Bhakti. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard that Advaitacharya is preaching this. So he sent the servant to say, tell him to stop preaching this. So the servant went and he told Advaitacharya, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, stop preaching this. And Advaitacharya said, really? Okay. So Advaitacharya showed 4-armed form of Lord Vishnu. I can imagine, like, if you Guru sends you to do something to correct someone, and all of a sudden they show a 4-armed form, you're going to be like, hurry, hurry, and just go back. So this servant went back to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and said, Advaitacharya has just turned 4-armed form. He goes, I don't know what to do. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu goes, really? Okay. And then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, see if Advaitacharya can do this. And he turned into 6-armed form. So the 2 hands were Krishna holding a flute, 2 hands were Lord Ram holding a bow, and the last 2 were holding Kamandalu and Tridandi. He goes, see if he can do this. So the messenger went back again and said, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not impressed. He goes, if you could do a 6-arm form with 2 arms of Krishna, 2 arms of Lord Ram, and 2 arms of the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sannyas, Danda, and Kamandalu, then the Lord will be happy. And Vicharya again just showed the 4-arm form. Because remember, the source of all incarnations is Krishna. Ete chamsa kala pumsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Indradi Vakulam Lokam Mridanti Yuge Yuge. In Srimad Bhagavatam, the shlokas they're saying Krishna is actually the origin of all the incarnations. And Yuge Yuge, he comes every millennium to establish it. So because Mahavishnu is not the origin, he couldn't show the arms of Ram. He couldn't show the arms of Krishna or Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he just showed Lord Vishnu again. And the Advaitacharya thought, okay, fine, I've been defeated. So stopped then for a little while. Then a few months later, he was missing Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again, started doing it again. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got so angry, he came to the house all the way from Jagannath Puri. And bear in mind, Advaitacharya is about 50 or 60 years older than Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he would have been like 70 at this time. So Mahaprabhu, fresh 25-year-old, well, Advaitacharya, he actually said Advaitacharya lived till he was 125 years old, and he was youthful all the way up until then. He didn't actually show the signs of old age at all. And he said actually, Advaitacharya is, we say he has a beard, but his name, Lord Mahaprabhu used to call him Nada, N-A-D-A, Nada, which means shaved. So he actually doesn't have a beard. So Prabhupada made them show a beard just to show he's elder than Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes in red hot, angry, and starts beating Advaitacharya and kicking him. And Advaitacharya is loving it because finally the Lord's not treating him like an elder, because he wanted to be treated like that. That he gets the Lord's mercy, and especially the foot dust. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never let Advaitacharya touch his feet. So many times we see him with Guru Maharaj, we really want to touch Guru Maharaj's feet, but Guru Maharaj wouldn't let us. So Advaitacharya was loving it, and he was saying Jai, Jai every time the Lord was hitting him. And Sita Thakurani Dhanpatri was telling Mahaprabhu, please stop. He's an old man. He goes, he can't take this. And Advaitacharya was loving it. And he just paid obeisances to the Lord, and the Lord became pacified towards him. And Advaitacharya was so happy. He goes, this is what I wanted. Didn't want respect from you. I'm your servant. And Lord Mahaprabhu said, okay, don't do these kind of games again. And he said, okay, fine. But you can see how dangerous the philosophy is. 3 of Advaitacharya's own children couldn't go back to doing bhakti. They stayed following the mood of Gyan. So that's why he said you should be very careful what you listen to. Because even if Advaitacharya happens to be your father, you may still be misguided the wrong way. And he said one of Advaitacharya's sons was actually Kartikeya. One of the first sons, I think, Achyutananda, he was actually Kartikeya. He was a very, very powerful preacher. So I think we're running probably a bit late. I better finish soon. So Advaita Acharya, he was very, very happy because he brought Lord Stani Mahaprabhu down. Now, Lord Stani Mahaprabhu inaugurated the chanting of this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. This Mahamantra is very special. Before in the scriptures, Kali Santara Upanishad is there, the Iti Shorsha Nam Nam Kali Kaumsha Nashnam. That these 16 words will destroy this age, the dirt of this age of Kali. And it said actually, just like Krishna, when Yashoda Mata saw him eating dirt and called him to say, what's in your mouth? When he opened his mouth, what did she see in there? All of the universes, including herself. She saw herself talking to Krishna inside Krishna. I thought, what is this? So just like the person Krishna can have all the universes inside him, it said that this 2 syllables, Krishna, these 2 syllables contain the whole spiritual world in them. This is not just a word. 2 syllables, Krishna, contain all of the spiritual world. So when you're chanting this Mahamantra, you've got something so powerful there, and you're treating it like, oh, I'll do it later. If I don't chant today, it's all right. Oh, I'll just do them inattentively, this and that. We all do it. But if once we realize the potency and power of these holy names of the Lord, apparently I think it's Jiva Goswami wrote a book where that one mala of the Lord of 108 times has all the pastimes of Lord Krishna in it, he's described. So by chanting that one round, you're actually associating with the Lord. So anyone that's not chanting regular Mahamantra, that's what this temple is all about. That's what Lord Stani Mahaprabhu's movement is all about. Chanting the holy name of the Lord. In this age, we can't do yagyas, we can't do meditation for long, or most of us can't, and we can't do proper deity worship. Okay, but we can chant the holy names of the Lord. So everyone that's not chanting, please do pick up a bead bag. For those that don't chant, Anuragi's got a shop at the front. There's bead bags and beads there. She'll give you them as well as chant and be happy. You don't have to buy them. We'll give you them for free. We'll teach you how to chant. Please do take this opportunity and chant the holy name of the Lord. It is the process in this age. Lord Sri Mahaprabhu specifically brought. Advaita Acharya's hard work is there. He's done the hard work. You just have to take the paracetamol pill he's given and cure yourself of the headache of this material world. Okay? So everyone take this Mahamantra and I'll finish the class there. Hare Krishna. Any questions while I stand up? Sorry. Hanji.
Very nice class. If
Sure.
you can take regularly every week, it will be very nice.
Oh, no, there's many other speakers as well. Thank you.
Yes. Well, maybe you missed out when I was there last Sunday. We spoke about Nityanand Prabhu. So systematically, yeah, we're doing it. And Guru Sevak, is this on? So Guru Sevak ran the KSOC Society in Warwick University for 13 years. Big round of applause. He started it there. And he took initiation when he was 16 from Guru Maharaj. Our Guru Maharaj used to stay with us for 3 months every summer. They missed out on summer holidays. And so he would serve, you know, his Guru Maharaj and everything like that. So you can see the blessing of sadhu is very important. It's not all about Google Maharaj. Just look at Google, I know the information, but you don't get bhakti. Bhakti is given by sadhu. Bhakti is not generated, it's given. You know, a sadhu or guru gives you bhakti. Bhakti lata bij. So that bij goes in the heart and then it grows like that. So that's why we have parampara system and people get initiated. There's a couple here who are going to get initiated in April. And give them a big round of applause. They've taken the step. And, you know, das anudas, our ahankar, we want to be boss boss. That everybody serve us. That's what, the competition is. But when you become das, you realize you want to be a servant. But Guru is the one who will remove your ahankar rahit. So without ahankar, then you can do bhakti. You can't do bhakti and be ahankari. That is Ravan style, And so, but don't think I don't have ahankar. It's sleeping. And when you get money, ahankar comes up. When you get fame, ahankar comes up. So please, Prabhupada trained us. We didn't know anything about this. So Srila Prabhupada, he's translated all these literatures, which is Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Ishopanishads, loads of beautiful books, and Chaitanya Charitamrita. Please do read them. Otherwise, you'll come every Sunday and you say, Ketli maja aavi. How much we enjoyed Kirtan, Prasadam. But you must pragati marg, you must progress. And that gyan is powerful. I've been to quite a few funerals. My sister-in-law's funeral next Saturday. And people are lost when they lose their loved one. They don't know where they've gone. What happened, all of a sudden somebody died. And we've done about 3 or 4 funerals in 2-3 weeks. We give the same message of Bhagavad Gita. Dehinosmin yatha dehe komaram yovanam jara tatha dehantar praptis dhiras tatrana mohiti. That this soul never dies. So I always get people to say, we will never die. So raise your hands and bolo, we will never die. The body will die. See? That way you realize what's eternal, what is temporary. So, but knowing this is good, self-realization, but it's not good enough. You have to have a relationship with the Supreme Lord. So Atma, Paramatma, and Sambandh come together and have a relationship. And this is taught here, that have relationship. You've got a relationship, natural relationship with your family members, but it's adhura. Somebody's going to die. And then you'll cry, and you're thinking, what happened? And we have today's sponsor. Your mother passed away 2014, and she sponsored the Prashad. Give her a round of applause. And she said, I'm missing my mother. I don't know what to do next. It's a good question. Athato Brahma Jigyasa. Become inquisitive. What is the aim of human life? It isn't sleeping, eating, mating, and faring. So what is so when you realize the eternal relationship you have, like Guru Sevak said, even the deities recognize you, oh, he's come again. Even though you have different body, to you, it's a gyanta. You don't know that you came before in front of the Lordship. Like Radha Raman and Banke Bihari, they must see the same devotees coming again in different bodies. Sometimes male, sometimes female. He goes, oh, he's back again. And we think this is the life only. And then when we die, it's finished. It's never like that. Nobody dies. We all live. Even this fly which is running around, it's eternal. But not the body is eternal. They get different body, according to karma and everything. But only in the human. You have temples for the humans. No animals have temples. Only humans do. But don't live like animals, because then you'll die like animals, cats and dogs. You must die leave the body, sober. Just realize, I'm looking forward to it. So this is the message in short. And whenever you come to the temple, please think, what is the aim of life? Rather than think, this is it. But when death happens in the family, they're all confused. Some of them won't let me read the Bhagavad Gita, because they don't want to accept it, that this death has happened. I've had this, even devotees, their family, Gita nahi padhenge. Are, mrityu ho gayi, abhi aur kya padhenge? Newspaper? They forget what is the important. Ki kya karna chahiye soul, because Atma is there waiting, saying for direction. Until Kriya, the Atma which is left is around, because Yamaraji sends it back saying, okay, because he is also crying. He or she is crying. So that's why we read the Gita, so they get the Gyan. Okay, now we're going to go and meet Yamaraj and the Supreme Lord. So these are details in Garud Puran, in Bhagavatam, and all these things. And people just make it up. Even yesterday we went somewhere, and they said my mother passed of cancer. Her desire was to put the ashes just here in the river here in England. So I just stayed quiet. I said, that's okay, And then I said, but actually, they should be taken to Kankal, Kushagat, and Harikipadi in Haridwar. Should do that. They said, but it's my mother's desire. I said, that's okay. I'm just giving you another option. And then she said, it's my mother's desire. I should fulfill it. So I said, yes, I respect that. But your mother was a simple lady. She didn't know anything about these things. And they said she was simple but not stupid. I said, that's why I'm telling you they're simple. I said, even you don't know what happens, because you haven't read. But we have, so I'm just giving you another option. After that, you decide. And immediately the husband said, I want to take the ashes to Haridwar. And then they asked somebody else, because I took my parents Haridwar. And then they changed their mind, but we never know. Even till the last minute, somebody gets all passionate saying, but my mother's desire was to drop in the whatever. So we have hard work as devotees. But my Guru Maharaj told me, beta, tell everybody, take the ashes there, then next birth they'll become devotees. While they're living, they're not going to become devotees. To them, money is everything. Big houses, cars, and things like that. That's not success. You leave. I've seen now battles happening because of the property. Children are fighting each other. Parents are divorcing. So, they can split the property. First-hand experience. So please, don't think that is success. That is the future. That same building will bring, like Kurukshetra, two cousins are fighting for land. So make your life spiritual. Connect on it. And when you leave, you'll realize, you look back thinking, that was nice, but let me go and have a relationship with the Supreme Lord. So that's the message of all the sampradayas that go for higher life. Not just like animal, eating, drinking, mating, and things like that. So thank you for coming, and we're going to do Aarti now. And you might think, what time is our Aarti? We have a proper time Monday to Saturday, but on Sunday we fluctuate because we're here to give the message of Krishna. So if there is any delays, we ask for apologies, but we are not embarrassed by it because we are here for a job to make people understand the purpose of human life. It isn't an occupation. Varana ashram is varana, means your occupation. But that doesn't give you Krishna consciousness or God consciousness. Above your occupation, there should be additional effort made to strike a relationship with the Supreme Lord. And that's what we're teaching here. So I'd like to thank you for listening. And again, apologies for delaying a bit. But now if you can stand up now and we'll do Aarti. Thank you very much. Jai.
जय सचिनंदन जय निताई चांद सचिनंदन जय निताई चांद किव जय जय गौरा चांदे आरती का शोभा
चांदे आरती का शोभा
जानवी तट बने जगमानलो
जानवी तट बने जगमानलो
निताई चांद बामे गदाधर
दखिने চা বামে ঘরা
নিকটে আদ্বৈত শ্রেণী বাসা ছত্রধার বসে আছে গোরা চাঁদ রত্ন সিংহাসনে
বসি
হরি হরি বল
রত্ন সিংহাসনে
আরতি করেন ব্রহ্মা আদি দেবগণে
আরতি করনা ব্রহ্মা আদিদেবগণে
নর হরি আদি করি চামর ঢোলায়
নর হরি আদি করি চামর দুরা আয়া
আর সঞ্জয় মুকুন্দ বাসু ঘোষাদি গায়
সঞ্জয় মুকুন্দ বাসু ঘোষয়াদি গায়
শঙ্খ বাজে ঘণ্টা বাজে বাজে করতাল
শঙ্খ বাজে ঘণ্টা বাজে করতালা
আর মধুর মৃদঙ্গ বাজে পরম রসাল
মধুরা মৃদঙ্গ বাজে পরমার শালা
মধুর 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 বাজে
মধুরা মধুরা মধুর বাজে
গৌরাঙ্গের আরতি মাঝে মধুর 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 বাজে
গৌরাঙ্গের রতিক মাঝে মাধুর 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 বাজে
ও শঙ্খ বাজে ঘণ্টা বাজে মধুর 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 বাজে
শঙ্খ বাজে গন্ধ বাজে মাধুর 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 বাজে
মধুর 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 বাজে
মাধুর মধুর মধুর বাজে
মধুর 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 বাজে
মধুর 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 বাজে
শঙ্খ বাজে ঘণ্টা বাজে মধুর 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 বাজে
শঙ্খ বাজে ঘণ্টা বাজে মাধুর মাধুর
গীতাই গোরা হরি বল হরি
নিতাই গৌর হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল
নিতাই গৌর হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল
নিতাই গৌর হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল
বহু কোটি চন্দ্র জিনিস বদন উজ্জ্বল
বাহু কোটি চন্দ্র যিনি বদন উজ্জ্বলা
গল দেশে বনমালা করে ঝলমালা
গলা দেশে মালা করে ঝড়মালা
শিব সুখ নারদ প্রেমে গদ গদ
শিবা সুখানা রধ গাধারা
ঠাকুর ভকতি বিনোদ দেখে গোরার সম্পাদ
নদা দেখে গৌরার সম্পাদা
ভকতি বিনোদ দেখে গোরার সম্পাদ
নদা দেখে গৌরার সম্পাদা
ও জগ জন মন লভা গৌরাঙ্গেরারতি শোভা জগ জন মন লভা
রঙ্গে আরতি শোভা জগ জন মানলো
ও জগ জন মন লভা গৌরাঙ্গেরারতি শোভা জগ জন মন লভা
রঙ্গে আরতি শোভা জগ জন মানলো
জগ জন মন লোভা গৌরাঙ্গের আরতি শোভা জগ জন মন লোভা নিতাই গৌরা হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল নিতাই গৌরা হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল
নিতাই গৌর হরি বল হরি বল নিতাই গৌর হরি বল
নিতাই গৌর প্রেমানন্দে হরি
হরি
বল
বল
নম বিষ্ণু পাদায় কৃষ্ণ পৃষ্ঠায় ভূতলে শ্রীমতে ভক্তি বেদান্ত স্বামীতি নামিনে
নাময়
হরি হরি বল।
বিষ্ণু পদায় কৃষ্ণ প্রস্থায় ভূতলে শ্রীমতি ভক্তি বেদান্ত স্বামী নীতি নামিনে
नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे
Prabhupada
নির্বিশেষ শূন্যবাদী পাশ্চাত্য দেশ তারিণে
नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य दशतारिणे
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद
नित्यानंद
श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद
श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासाति गौर भक्त वृंद
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
कृष्ण
बोलो बोलो बोलो
कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे एवरीबॉडी
कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
बोलो हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे हरे
कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
बोलो हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hari
Krishna
Bol.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Bol
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Oh,
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare
Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram.
Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hari Bol.
जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी नायन पथगामी भाव तुम्हें
जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी नयन पथगामी भव तुम्हें
जयो जगन्नाथ जयो जगन्नाथ जयो श्याम सुंदर प्यारे जगन्नाथ
जय जगन्नाथ
जय मणिमा
जय जगन्नाथ जयो श्याम सुंदर प्यारे जगन्नाथ
जयो बलदेवा जयो सुभद्रा जयो बलदेवा जयो सुभद्रा
जय बलदेवो
गौजी
जय सुभद्रा जय बलदेवो जय सुभद्रा
जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी नयन पथगामी बाबत में
जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी नयन पथगामी भवत में
जयो बलदेवा जयो सुभद्रा जयो बलदेवा जयो सुभद्रा
जय बलदेवो जय सुभद्रा जय बलदेवो जय सुभद्रा
जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी नयन पथगामी भाव तुम्हें
जगन्नाथ स्वामी
जय मणिमा
नयन पथगामी भव तुम्हें
ओ जयो जगन्नाथ जयो जयो जगन्नाथ जयो जगन्नाथ स्वामी जयो जगन्नाथ
जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ
जय जगन्नाथ स्वामी जय जगन्नाथ जयो
जगन्नाथ
स्वामी जयो जगन्नाथ जयो जगन्नाथ स्वामी जयो जगन्नाथ
जय जगन्नाथ स्वामी
जय जगन्नाथ जयो जगन्नाथ स्वामी जय जगन्नाथ ओ जयो सच्चिदानंद गौर हरे विष्णु प्रिय प्राण जनन देव बिहारी
सच्चिदानंद गौर हरे विष्णु प्रिय प्राणोदर गौर बिहारी
Gauranitoy, Gauranitoy. Gauranitoy, Gauranitoy.
गौरंगिताय गौरंगिताय
Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hari.
जयो सच्चिदानंद गौर हरे
Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hari.
जयो सच्चिदानंद गौर हरे
Jai Nitajam, Jai Nitajam.
जयो निताचान जयो निताचान
Jai Nitajam, Jai Nitajam.
जयो निताचान जयो निताचान
Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hari.
गौरा 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 हरे
Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hari.
गौरा 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 हरे
Gauranidai, Gauranidai.
गौरान्विताय गौरान्विताय
Gauranidai, Gauranidai.
गौरान्विताय
Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe.
जय राधा माधव राधा माधव राधे
Jai Radha Shama Sundar Radha Shama Sundar Radhe.
जय राधा श्याम सुंदर राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे
Jai Radha Gokula Nanda Radha Gokula Nanda Radhe.
जय राधा गोकुल नंद राधे
Jai Giri Govardhan
जय हो
Giri Govardhan
जय हो
Giri Govardhan Jai Giri Govardhan
गिरि गोवर्धन गिरि गोवर्धन गिरि गोवर्धन जय गिरि गोवर्धन
Jai Shri Madhusudan Shri Madhusudan Shri Madhusudan Jai Shri Madhusudan
जय श्री मधुसूदन श्री मधुसूदन श्री मधुसूदन जय श्री मधुसूदन
Jai Mani Ma Mani Ma Mani Ma Jai Mani Ma
मणि मा मणि मा मणि मा जय मणि मा
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol
जय राधा रमन हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol
जय राधा रमन हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल
Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol
जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol
जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल
Raghunandan Raghav Ram Hare Siya Ram Hare Siya Ram Hare
रघुनंदन राघव राम हरे सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे
Raghunandan Raghav Ram Hare Siya Ram Hare Siya Ram Hare
रघुनंदन राघव राम हरे सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे
Siya Ram Hare Siya Ram Hare Siya Ram Hare Siya Ram Hare
सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे
O Shri Ram Jai
Jai Siya
Ram
Ram.
Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
O Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Hamaro Dan Radha, Shri Radha, Shri Radha.
Hamaro Dan Radha, Shri Radha, Shri Radha.
Hey Hamaro Dan Radha, 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 Radha.
Hamaro Dan Radha, Shri Radha, Shri Radha.
Bajore Bana Radha, 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 Radha.
Bajore Mana Radha, 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 Radha.
Hey Bajore Bana Radha, 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 Radha.
Bajore Mana Radha, 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 Radha.
Hamaro Dan Radha, Shri Radha, Shri Radha.
Hamaro Dan Radha, Shri Radha, Shri Radha.
Hey Hamaro Dan Radha, 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 Radha.
Hamaro Dan Radha, Shri Radha, Shri Radha.
Govinda Pyari Radha, 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 Radha.
Pyari Radha, 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 Radha.
बरसाने वाली राधा, 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 राधा.
बरसाने वाली राधा, 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 राधा. Hey!
श्री कृष्ण प्यारी राधा, श्री राधा, श्री राधा.
Shri Krishna Pyari Radha, Shri Radha, Shri Radha.
श्री कृष्ण प्यारी राधा, श्री राधा, श्री राधा.
Shri Krishna Pyari Radha, Shri Radha, Shri Radha.
जय राधे राधे,
Radhe Radhe,
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 जय राधे राधे,
Radhe
जय राधे राधे,
Radhe
जय राधे राधे. ओ राधे राधे,
Radhe Radhe,
जय राधे राधे. ओ राधे राधे, जय राधे राधे, जय राधे राधे,
Radhe Radhe,
राधे राधे.
Radhe. And because now in Ayodhya we have a new temple and new deities which is over there, so I want everybody to really sing it out. Ram Lakshman Janaki,
जय बोलो हनुमान के,
Hey Ram Lakshman Janaki,
जय बोलो हनुमान के,
Hey Ram Lakshman Janaki, Ram Lakshman Janaki, Hey Ram Lakshman Janaki,
जय बोलो हनुमान के,
Hey Ram Lakshman Janaki,
बोलो हनुमान के,
Hey Ram Lakshman Janaki,
हनुमान के,
Hey Ram Lakshman Janaki,
बोलो हनुमान के,
Hey Ram Lakshman Janaki,
बोलो हनुमान के,
Hey Ram Lakshman Janaki, Hey Ram Lakshman Janaki, Hey Ram Lakshman Janaki, Hey Ram Lakshman Janaki, Hey Ram 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 Ram, Ram 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 Ram, Ram 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 Ram, Ram 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 Ram.
जयो प्रभुपाद, जयो प्रभुपाद, प्रभुपाद. जयो प्रभुपाद, जयो प्रभुपाद. जयो प्रभुपाद, जयो प्रभुपाद. जयो प्रभुपाद, पतित पावन. जयो गुरुदेव, जय जय गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव पतित पावन ओ निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल
Hari bol, Hari bol, Nitai Gora, Hari bol.
निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल
Nitai go, Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol, Nitai Gora, Hari bol.
हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल
Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol,
हरि
Hari bol.
बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल
Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol.
ओ निताय गौर निताय गौर निताय गौर निताय गौर
Nitai go, Nitai go, Nitai go, Nitai go.
जय जय श्री राधे
जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्य श्री श्रीमद अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शिला प्रभुपाद की जय जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्य श्री श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत गोस्वामी ठाकुर शिला प्रभुपाद की जय गुरु परंपरा की जय सारा गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय नामाचार्य शिला हरिदास ठाकुर की जय श्री श्री सच्चिदानंद निताय चांद की जय जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय श्री श्री राधा माधव राधा रमन भगवान की जय सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय गिरिराज गोवर्धन महाराज की जय मधुसूदन महाराज की जय मणिमा महाराज की जय बजरंग बली हनुमान जी महाराज की जय इस्कॉन कवेंट्री की जय परम आराध्य पतित पावन शिला गुरु महाराज की जय गौर प्रेमानंदी all glories to the assembled devotees all glories to the assembled devotees all glories to the assembled devotees all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj ki jai.
So, we'll do the sing of their prayers. So, your mother's name was Jyotsna Kotu, is it? Kanji. So, we're going to do special prayers for your mother. And I suggest that if you haven't been to Gayaji, have you been to Gayaji after your mother passing away? You'll go there and you'll feel so comforted. I know somebody whose departed father, no noise. Hey, Arya, chop kar bar kar dunga. So, Naitara, we know her, she knows me as well. And she knows I'm only bluffing. Don't take any notice. It's just for a bit of comedy here. And then, if you go to Gayaji, I know someone whose departed father used to come to them regularly. And then I went to Gayaji, we did ceremony for them. He stopped coming like that. Because they bless you. And if you do that, they get delivered further. And I'll talk to you later on. And anybody else wants to know? Somebody just went to Gayaji last week. Did the same for his mother like that, and they feel so satisfied that they delivered their mother. So now also like to do a single prayer from Prem Malan. That's Premanji's sister-in-law, so obviously my sister-in-law as well. This Saturday there's a funeral, so please pray for her. And we're going to do the same thing, encouraging them to take the ashes to Haridwar, Kankal, and then also go to Gayaji in a year's time. So please get to know it. Don't just put ashes into water. It's nothing to do with water, it's to do with Gangaji. Gangaji and water, two different things. Like water from the tap and gutter. Well, you might as well throw ashes in the gutter. It's water, isn't it? No, so we don't do that out of respect, and because Bhagirath prayed like anything to bring the Gangaji down for a purpose. Please note it down. Most of the mother says, "Mere ladke addi dur jaoge." They are dying and they worry about the child going to do the ceremony. Please do yourself a favor. Tell them, you must take my ashes. There are prayers in there. I don't have a son. Who's going to do this vidhi for me? And sometimes a Brahmin in the village will say, I'll do it for you. They need assurance because they know they'll be caught up. It's a proper law because we've done ND thing, near-death experience, where people experience themselves out of the body. It means you're not the body. You're other than that. And when you get caught up in the system, you appeal. You appeal on their behalf. That's what you do. And our sanskars deal with it. It's not just I believe in God and leave it to the magic. No, it doesn't. It's the proper steps you take. So then our culture is established like that. So let's use our culture. So now we'll do Nrsingadev prayers. Anybody not well, please think of them. Nrsingadev will actually help. Today I'm going to give to Rohani, yeah? And then you can share the mic.
Namaste Narasingaya. Namaste Narasingaya. Kala dala dalaine. Kala dala dalaine. Hiranyakashi Purakshaya. Purakshaya Shilatakakalane Shilatakakalane Ito Narsingo Parato Narsingo Ito Narsingo Parato Narsingo Yato Yato Yami Tato Narsingo Toya, tato nursingo, tahir nursingo, hriday nursingo, nursingo, hriday nursingo, nursinga madan sharana prapadin, nursinga madan sharana prapadin, avakara kamalavare. Shringaya Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanuvrinda Keshavadrika Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Keshavadrika Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jayo Narsinga की जय गुरु महाराज की जय निताय गौर प्रेम